Dello Russo says with big corporations running high-volume clinics, some doctors end up making decisions based on business, not medicine. Using our hidden cameras, we wanted to see how hard it is to find a surgeon ready to operate on someone who's a bad candidate for LASIK. It didn't take us long.
You can do the surgery on my eye?
Uh-huh. A number of surgeons said, we can't operate on you. There's too much of a risk. You were ready to go, sir.
Prime time continues. And now, Charles Gibson.
As we have said, LASIK surgery is a quick and effective procedure that has let millions of people throw away their glasses. But for some people, the surgery carries great danger. So we decided to send in a high-risk patient with our hidden cameras, watching whether doctors would be willing to operate on her. Chris Wallace picks up the story.
Stacy Simmon is a mother of two who runs a daycare center in New Jersey. Like millions of Americans, she wanted to have LASIK eye surgery to get rid of contacts that she says are a nuisance.
The children are finding it very funny that I'm constantly popping my eyes out, and it interferes.
Take a look at your other eye here.
She went to see New York surgeon Joseph Dello Russo. But after checking her eyes, he told Stacy she should not have LASIK. Not now, not ever.
She was a perfect non-candidate, absolute non-candidate.
We're not talking, you know, one doctor says one thing, one...
She's not borderline. She absolutely cannot be treated with LASIK.
We wanted to see for ourselves if there are doctors who would operate on someone who experts say is clearly a bad candidate for LASIK surgery. Someone who could be hurt by the procedure. You might think that checking out your eyes before an operation would be done with great care, but not always. Stacy became our test candidate. She went to another LASIK expert, Dr. Barry Soloway, for a second opinion. Like Dello Russo, he found her pupils are enormous and her corneas are very thin.
Off the charts. I mean, should not have LASIK surgery, period, end of the story.
Now we sent Stacy to a number of LASIK centers in New York with a hidden camera. Several clinics told her she shouldn't have the procedure. But then Stacy went to a surgeon who was ready to operate on her.
So I can have this done?
Yes, you can.
I'm a good candidate?
You are.
Dr. Vikas Jan flies between Illinois, Ohio, and New York performing LASIK. Advertising heavily in newspapers, Jan offers the procedure for as little as $399 per eye, less than a quarter of the average price of $1,800.
My personal goal is to make LASIK affordable for everyone, not just for the rich and famous.
Jan boasts that he is not only the least expensive LASIK surgeon in the country, but also has one of the highest volumes, doing as many as 200 procedures a day. For comparison, other doctors we talk to do about 200 per week. When you say 200 eyes a day, how many is that an hour?
That is approximately 20 an hour.
That's 6 minutes per patient.
Right.
3 minutes per eye.
Right.
You make it sound like an assembly line.
Well, unfortunately, it can sound like that, but clearly our intention is not to provide that type of service.
Dr. Jan does not screen his own patients for LASIK. Stacy Simmon is sent to an optometrist in Manhattan. The technician there measures Stacy's pupils.
9 millimeters.
9 millimeters, among the largest possible. But one thing they don't check is the thickness of Stacy's corneas. According to our experts, a crucial measurement for LASIK. The owner later told Primetime they never check corneal thickness. He said it's up to the surgeon to do more thorough testing. Several weeks later, Stacy shows up for her operation with Dr. Jan. She asks if she can speak with the surgeon.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jan. Please have a seat.
Stacy wonders about possible complications. The doctor says there are risks with any surgery, but with LASIK, they're very low. And he says her chart looks good.
So based on that, you're a great candidate.
I'm a great candidate. Okay.
Stacy is now near the front of the line, and the doctor asks if she's next.
No, I had 4 people in front of me.
Okay. Well, we'll see you 4 people later.
But just before she's called for her operation, Stacy wants to speak with Jan one last time.
There are some people that cannot have it done because of certain reasons. like if your corneal thickness isn't sufficient.
Okay.
But in your case, your degree of nearsightedness is not high enough for us to be concerned about that.
So basically, I'm a good candidate.
You're a good
I just
candidate.
need you to reassure me.
That's okay. That's okay. That's what I'm here for.
After that, Stacy leaves the clinic. We showed our hidden camera footage to our expert doctors, Soloway and Dello Russo.
It's shocking. It's just unbelievable.
What would have happened if he'd gone ahead and...
She would get corneal grafts. Have to have every cornea replaced.
She would have had to have a corneal transplant?